So if you're anything like us, you have been stuck at home for probably about 2 months and you might be running out of money because of this pandemic and not being able to work or having reduced hours or anything like that. If you're watching this in the future, then you know how this turns out and hopefully everything's okay now. Hi, my name is Eileen. Welcome to my channel Hustle and Slow, where I talk all about entrepreneurship, reselling, and what it's like to be a work-at-home mom. Today I'm going to talk about how my husband and I are making an income from home during this coronavirus pandemic. A lot of us are staying home. We have stay-at-home orders here in California and we aren't able to go out. We don't have jobs we are not essential workers. So we have been stuck at home and we've had to kind of figure out how to continue to pay our bills and live our lives. So if you're interested in hearing about that, keep watching. Since we haven't been able to go out and source because of the stay-at-home orders here in California, we seem to be in one of the more strict areas, and I'm not sure when things like thrift stores will be opening up, hopefully soon. This means we have not been able to go out and source, and while there are online sourcing opportunities, we are also planning on moving soon, so we don't want to go out and source either. Because reselling is most of our income, we have had to kind of figure out other ways to make money so that we are not rapidly depleting our savings account, which is basically what we did for the first 6 weeks of this pandemic. But now we're pretty much catching up and we have a lot of different ways that we're earning an income. So here are the different ways that me and my husband are personally making an income right now from home during this quarantine, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. So the first way is eBay and Poshmark. We do still have inventory from sourcing from before. We did list some things that we didn't have listed at the beginning of all of this, which was almost 8 weeks ago, I think. So we do have sales trickling in, but we haven't been able to list anything new. And if you know anything about reselling, you know that listing fresh items all the time is one of the biggest ways to boost your sales. So without us being able to list often, our sales are definitely a lot lower. They're probably, I would say, about a third of what they were before, just because we don't have that fresh inventory to continue listing. And our active listings have continuously gone down. We are now under 300 active listings. We were up around 800. So we have a lot less listings. And part of that is because we are moving, so we are kind of clearancing things out at a lower price. If we were selling the things that we're selling at the regular prices that we would ask, then we would be making more, but because we want to move everything out quickly, we really aren't making that much money off of our reselling income right now. The second way that we are making an income, which is a very, very small part, and it's actually just within the last week that we've made a little bit of money off of it, is Amazon. I did used to be an Amazon seller back in, I think it was 2013 or 14. And I stopped because it was just hard to find inventory. It's not as easy to find inventory for Amazon, in my opinion, as it is for eBay or Poshmark, because there are just a lot more restrictions of what you can sell on Amazon and the condition it needs to be in and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't really been selling on Amazon that often, but as we were going through our garage, because like I said, and I'm probably gonna mention it a million times, we are moving, I was going through our garage and I found a box of items with barcodes, so I decided to just scan them and see if we could sell them on Amazon. I listed, I think, probably like 7 or 8 items, and within the first 24 hours, I had 2 boxes of coffee that sold for $50 each. So there is money to be made on Amazon. If you have stuff around your house with barcodes like books, you can pretty much scan anything that has a barcode and see if it's selling on Amazon. However, just like eBay and Poshmark, we can't really go out and source for these items. So these are just things that we already had on hand that we are selling to get a little bit of money and also move inventory out before we move. The third way we are making money from home during this pandemic is digital downloads. This is something that I've been working on for a long time. And digital downloads in general, there's a lot of different kinds of digital downloads you can do. I used to do printables on Etsy, which I don't do anymore. It's totally still a viable business if you like to design. But my digital downloads are reseller related downloads. You might have seen another video of mine where I go over the different spreadsheets that I have. I have a free one and a paid one. So I make a little bit of money every time someone buys a spreadsheet from me. Or I also have a digital download that is a printable reseller business planner, which is, I believe it's 77 pages. You can kind of print what you need and put a binder together to keep your reselling business organized. It's kind of just a planner that you print on your own. And I will link both to the printable and the spreadsheet down below if you want to check those out. But every time someone purchases that, that is money that is given to me, and I just link to those in my videos and on my blog, and I just mention them every once in a while, and I do get sales every couple of days from that. One of the newer ways that we make an income from home is from course sales. I released a course at the beginning of the year called the Reseller Roadmap that teaches beginning resellers how to get started so that they can quickly move from beginner to actually selling and making money and kind of skip a lot of the trial and error that's out there. You're still gonna have to learn quite a bit on your own, but I kind of talk you through all the beginning stages and walk you through everything that I know from my years of reselling. I do make some sales from that. I do have sales trickling in here and there, but I'm kind of bad at selling myself, selling my products. I don't like to try and sell to people because I feel, I guess, gross doing that. I don't know. I'm not a salesperson, so I could get more sales. It is an amazing program. I think that if you're a beginning reseller, you should check it out. However, I don't push it a lot and I probably could get more sales from it, but I don't because I kind of don't mention it that often. But as of right now, I get a couple sales here and there and I'm happy with that. We've also made quite a bit of money doing local sales. At the very beginning of the stay-at-home orders, we were selling quite a bit the week before that and the weeks after that locally, and we were just doing porch pickups because we knew we were moving. We were trying to get rid of big stuff anyway, so we just kind of continued that through the pandemic since it was kind of contactless pickup because people were just kind of slipping money under our mat or Venmoing us some money and then picking up the item. We felt safe doing that, so we've been able to make over $1,000 in local sales. I'm selling some big stuff, but also some random inventory that we wanted to try selling locally and we're able to. So you can try selling things on places like Facebook Marketplace and you can do porch pickup or you can meet with someone. Obviously take any safety measures you need to take with that virus going around, but local sales have been doing really good for us, especially since people are kind of avoiding the store and some people are buying used because maybe they don't have as much money as they did when they were working and if maybe they might be out of work. So there are a lot of people that are buying locally lately and we are making a good amount of money doing it. The last way we're making money during this pandemic is Uber Eats. Now this is something that is kind of new to us. It's my husband doing it. He's the one doing the delivering. He used to deliver pizza back in high school, so he likes driving around and delivering food, so that's kind of something that he does. He actually tried it, I want to say back in maybe February, and he found that he was kind of just sitting around waiting for orders a lot and making maybe $10 or $12 an hour, and we found that it wasn't really worth the time that he was spending waiting around and doing all the driving and the gas for just $10 or $12 an hour. So he kind of stopped doing that. But now with the stay-at-home order and people being a little bit more cautious about going out, he is making a lot more money. He started doing it again last week. We kind of felt a little more comfortable in the last week with everything that's going on and we were taking the proper precautions and everything. So he decided to turn on Uber Eats last week and it was a Thursday night and he drove for 3 hours and made, I want to say like $77. So it came out to almost 25 bucks an hour. And now he's doing the dinner rush from 5 to 10 p.m. every single day and sometimes a bit of a lunch rush, and he is making a good amount of money. I'm actually gonna do a separate video on that where I'll try and convince him to get on the video with me. But Uber Eats and any delivery service, Instacart, I tried signing up for Instacart, but they didn't need any more shoppers or drivers in my area, so I'm on a wait list. But any kind of delivery app like that might be doing really well right now because a lot of people are ordering from home and they don't want to go out, so they're willing to pay a little bit extra to get it delivered to them. So he is making a good amount of money doing that. So basically Uber Eats is paying all of our bills at this point. He's making more money doing that than the rest of our income combined during this pandemic. So we are really thankful that he is able to do that to pay our bills, feed our family, and kind of keep us afloat. Okay, so as I was recording or editing this video, I realized that I totally forgot about the other way we're making an income, and that is YouTube. I think the reason I forgot about it is because I honestly did not post a video for 2 months. So it was kind of in the back of my mind. It was passive income at this point. It was just money that was being earned from ads on videos that I already posted, but I do want to include it in this video because it is an okay chunk of income. So we're going to go over to my analytics and I'm just going to show you real quick my revenue. So right now for the last 28 days, we're at $416. And let's just say over the last all right, so March till now, I've made a little bit of money using YouTube, and I just wanted to mention that because I totally forgot. Obviously, this is something that takes a little bit more time to build up, like a couple of the other things that I've mentioned, but it is a good stream of income. And if you forget about it, like I did, well, I didn't forget about it. If you take a break like I did and take a couple months off, you will still earn on the videos that you already have, which is really nice. So it's easy to take a break with YouTube. So that's how we're making money during the stay-at-home orders, during this pandemic, quarantine. I don't know, there's so many different things that people call it, but basically that is how we're making money from home right now. Lucky for us, I've always been an entrepreneur and we already kind of had a couple different income streams in place. So we have had money coming in a little bit, but we were blowing through our savings really quickly without being able to make as much as we were before. If you have any questions about any of these income streams, go ahead and ask in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. Again, I will do a separate video on my husband delivering at Uber Eats. I will tell you exactly how much he's made. It's quite a bit considering he's just driving around delivering food on an app. So we're excited about that because it really is helping us out. It's helping us not just use all of our savings. So if you have any questions, let me know. I know I usually talk about reselling on here, but if you are interested, I would love to talk about all sorts of ways to make an income from home. So if you have any questions, or if you do want me to kind of go into other businesses, side hustles, ways to work or make money from home, definitely let me know in the comments below so I can make some videos like that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe if you want to learn all about making money from home, reselling, and being an entrepreneur mom. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.